What is up, YouTube? Nate back with another video. For those new to the channel, I own a custom integration company, meaning I help people implement technology into their homes and businesses. In today's video, you're going to watch us install the Sonos In-Wall architectural speakers. We are replacing an existing 5.1 system that is in this living room, as well as a bunch of different AV components throughout the house. This orientation that this 5.1 was set up in originally when the home was wired and this was done, is set up in kind of an odd configuration. So we are working with what we have as far as speaker locations. All of the speakers are terminated into back boxes because it was done pre-construction, and there is also blocking added for the actual speaker, which you'll watch me cut out in a moment. So what I do is I take the existing back box out, and then I'm going to take the Sonos template that they give us, and I'm going to trace the inside line so I know my cut hole. On that template, you see those black lines. Those are actually drawn on by us, and that is the actual full surface area of where the speaker grill is going to cover. I put those just so that I have a reference to make sure, especially when we're using an existing hole in the wall, that we're going to make sure we cover anything that we cut out. A pro tip for you is you can take a old chunk of a fish tape, or like I'm using here, this is actually just a piece of wire that is used to hold up insulation in a basement. We use this to kind of bat around and just make sure there's nothing else in the way, whether it's fire blocking, whether it's additional insulation I didn't plan for. I already know the existing blocking is there, so when you watch me cut this, you're going to see me go all the way up to the halfway point, remove it, and then we go back in with the oscillating tool with a nail embedded blade, and we use that to cut out the existing blocking. I've talked about it in previous videos. We use Diablo blades for almost exclusively with our tools. They do a really good job cutting right through 2x4s that have nails in them. So in this scenario, I know the 2x4 is nailed off to that stud right there, so you'll watch me just cut the nails out. I go to cut the other section, but it was such a short span, it actually was easier to just pull the existing blocking right out of the wall. We go back and forth. We use an oscillating tool, or we'll use a Milwaukee drywall saw. It depends on the application. For this, there was 5 speakers that I had to cut in, so we ended up using the oscillating tool just to make it a little bit quicker. It also gives you a cleaner cut, but just keep in mind it is going to make a bigger mess. So you don't see it in the video, but we have Pat, our installer, standing behind me with a vacuum, trying to suck up as much of the airborne dust as we can. We always try and make sure we leave the space cleaner than when we got there. Things like that, you'll notice that we're always wearing booties in any job that we're in. We put down drop cloths on almost everything that we can. The nice thing with Sonos Architectural In-Walls is they do work with true play when you run them on a Sonos amp, which is what you'll see us doing here. So previously, everything was run back to a receiver with a analog multi-source selector. We are doing it with Sonos amps and incorporating some other Sonos products so that the client has a singular app and they can control every individual zone in their house. So standard red and black for your termination. You'll see me go ahead and level this again. Just like any in-ceiling or in-wall speaker you see, the ones that we use have a dog on the side, so that is what I'm tightening with the screw, is that is going to pull in that dog ear and pinch it nice and tight to the drywall. Just making sure we're level and square. Nice and tight, not going to go anywhere. In the video, when we put the grill on, it does look like the grill is protruding off of it still. I promise it's not. It's incredibly flush. It looks great in person. It's just something with the GoPro angle, with it being like a wide angle lens, that you kind of notice that it looks like it's off. Some of the other products that we did in this house is we did some exterior Sonos speakers. There will be another set of exterior Sonos that goes down on the water side. This has a multi-tiered deck that we put quite a few speakers out on. We also did quite possibly the most challenging TV installation that we have done to date. This first one down here is a Sonos frame. On the back side of that wall is also an additional Sonos frame. This is that TV that was a real nightmare. This is an existing 5.1 system. We didn't do any of the audio. There was a 75-inch plasma up on the wall that we had to somehow get down and replace with an 86. So we ended up having to do a walkboard. Then we took all the existing equipment, tuned it, made it sound great for the client, and now they have a great little theater room ready to go for the summer. This is a 86-inch Samsung TV that we put up. Looks incredible. As always, I hope you enjoy the video. We are always available for consultation on any project in your home. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next week.